Hey everyone, welcome to Old Man Gaming. Remember, if you enjoyed today's stream, please hit that like button and consider subscribing.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Old Man Gaming. My name is Rob and here we are in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. If you're watching this live, please just ignore the thumbnail. I will change the thumbnail later. I forgot to create a new thumbnail before I started today's live stream. I just wanted to try something a little bit different today. I know up until this point all I've concentrated on some career mode, but today I thought I might have a look at something else. Just making sure my Elgato card is working properly here. I want to just have a look at Beyond ATC. It's something I own but I've never used, but in particular I wanted to have a look at the what's it called, the traffic injection system that they've got, and I just wanted to have a look and just see what it looks like. So we're going to use free flight today, and we're going to just be departing from my local main airport, which is Manchester International, and we'll come down and we'll pick a gate. We'll pick this gate here. We'll set its departure. Okay, we'll go fly. Now, this is using the FSLTL models, which I've already downloaded. This isn't a tutorial on how to do it, but this is something I just want to have a look at and see how it works. So, wait for it to ready to fly. We can see there are no aircraft at the moment. Oh boy, I've been playing around with my settings as well, so I don't know if I've stuffed them up basically. So we're gonna have a look here. I don't think there was anything else I needed to do on this thing, was there, in free light? We're gonna get in the plane, because I think that will actually start activating the injector. I think it does take a little bit of time, so we're going to go into drone mode, and we'll have a look and we'll just see if we start getting these planes coming in. I've actually pumped up the settings a bit more than I usually have it on to see if my system could handle it, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But so we'll just have to wait. I think it takes a bit of time for the injector to kick in, maybe. So we'll just wait and see. So the idea being that real traffic will be injected if it works. I can start. I'm hearing engines firing up, so maybe it is starting to work. We're just waiting for the models to load. Nothing yet. It says it's connected to the sim. I've actually got Beyond ATC on a second screen. Actually on my tablet. Second screening it to my tablet, so just having a look. I don't know how long it takes. Question is, have I set it up properly? And here we're supposed to have it off and off. No, not that. Air traffic off, off. Have I missed a step? What was this? Alright, let's go back to main menu. Back into free flight. I may have missed a step in here. I may have put flight conditions. No, it's off. Off. That's correct. That's correct. This doesn't seem to be working. Connected to SIM. No? Check the settings on Beyond ATC, make sure traffic is turned on. Okay, so I'm at a loss here. It should be working. Why isn't it working? See, on the map within Microsoft, within Beyond ATC, it says there was a plane right there. Looking at the map, there's a plane at the gate next to me. Oh, is that some sort of movement? Have we getting movement? Maybe it just takes a while. I thought I saw shadows. Can we see shadows over here? Or was it that? Tested this earlier and it worked. And now it doesn't want to work. What has changed? Let me shut Beyond ATC down and we'll try it again. I don't know if you heard that beeping coming over the head. I'm assuming you did. Waiting for connection to SIM. Loading SIM. Downloading flight
Beyond
plan.
ATC connected.
Loading airport EGCC. Loading airport Dublin. I think that's because of the flight sim that because it uses sim brief. I think I have a flight plan registered on sim brief, which is just initializing traffic 90%. Completed. Oh, there we go. Now we're starting to get it. What has gone wrong there? How have I put my drone? I have no idea. What the heck? One car airstrip. Where the hell? Now I know there's a home key of some sort, I think, for the drone. No. Toggle mode, photo mode, toggle shift V. That's all great, but how do you bring it back? Because now I go back, we're back right there, and I have no idea where here is. I have no idea what I did there. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to turn off the markers. Now I don't know how to bring the drone back. I don't know if it's actually got a reset option. Well, there we go. Ah, it did work. Right. I was trying to turn off the visual markers so we could have a look at the actual plane injected. Oh, easy jet. See what runway is in use. Oh, sorry, I'm not. My text to speech isn't turned on. I didn't realise you were there. Hold on, let me just fix that. Unmute. There we go. Now I can hear you. I'm not going to try and say your name because it's a stupid name. Why you feel to call yourself that? HGF, 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 HGF. What's the point? How am I supposed to talk to someone who give themselves a name like that? So I would say, since we're going down here, we are taking off from runway 5, runway 9, runway 9, 5. No, 5 left. Okay. So let's have a look at power up, get these things on so maybe we can listen to the radio.
Ryanair 6 Yankee Romeo, holding short, runway 05 left. Ryanair 6 Yankee Romeo, Manchester Tower, wind 095 at 8, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff. Runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff, Ryanair 6 Yankee Romeo.
And we got there in the end.
EZ25 Delta X-ray, ready for departure, runway 05 left.
EZ25 Delta X-ray, Hold short of 05 left.
Wilco, hold short of 05 left for traffic, easy 25 Delta X-ray.
Easy 25 Delta X-ray, runway 05 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 05 left, easy 25 Delta X-ray.
Easy 25 Delta X-ray, Manchester Tower, wind 095 at 8, fly runway heading, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff, easy 25 Delta X-ray.
You know, for all I've been around computers my entire life, that is really loud. You might need to shift the setting to turn that down a bit.
128.055, Ryanair 6 Yankee Romeo.
Turn that down a bit. Yeah, I mean, I've been around computers since I was a child and worked with computers. I'm very good with computers. I'm very comfortable around computers. But I still, to this day, get embarrassed talking to computers. I really find it embarrassing. So I've got, what's going on there with that traffic?
Delta X-ray.
So I've got Beyond ATC,
Control 128.055,
and I've had it since before Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024
128.055
came out,
easy 25 Delta X-ray.
and I've never used it because just the idea of actually speaking to it is I don't know, it just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know why. I just feel so weird. We've got no planes actually coming into land. We've got planes coming down. EGC to LEBL A321 departure time. And the second plane is EasyJet. So yeah, one of those things, I'm just never comfortable.
Vueling 33 Golf Uniform, ready to go, runway 05 left.
I will get over it eventually.
Vueling 33 Golf Uniform, Manchester Tower, wind 095 at 8, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff. Runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff, Vueling 33 Golf Uniform.
Virtual plane spotting. Vueling 35GU. I do not know. I've never heard of that airline.
confirm, hold short of 05 left, easy 91 Golf Echo.
Easy 91 Golf Echo, runway 05 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 05 left, easy 91 Golf Echo.
Easy 91 Golf Echo, Manchester Tower, wind 095 at 8, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff, easy 91 Golf Echo.
Vueling 33 Golf uniform, contact Scottish Control 128.055.
I think I accidentally reset it. Bugger. I was playing around with the density sliders and I think it reset it. Oh, looks like they're popping back in already. It's a nice little program, this Beyond ATC. Now have a look over here and have a look at it. We've got, I've never really used it. Like I said, I've owned it since prior to, well, must have bought it probably about a year ago, but I've never used it. But that's obviously where I am. We've got Speedbird 3V, well, Speedbird, that's British Airways, I think. Blue Max, Easy. Tower 5 left, because that's the one we're using. Back over here. Well, and the plane's back in. Let's just listen to ATC.
Manchester
Left.
Airport information.
Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information, Tango.
Clear. Temperature 11, dew point 2, QNH 1.
Manchester Airport information, Tango. 1 for 36 Zulu. Wind 095 at 8. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -01. QNH 1023. VFR conditions. Landing runways 05 right, 05 left. Departing runway 05 left. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information, Tango.
6. Sky condition clear. Temperature 11. Dew point.
Manchester Airport information, Tango. 1 for 36 Zulu. Wind 095 at 8. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -01. QNH 102 VFR conditions. Landing runways 05 right, 05 left. Departing runway 05 left. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango. Manchester Airport information Tango. 1 for 36 Zulu. Wind 095 at 8. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -01. QNH 102 VFR conditions. Landing runways 05 right, 05 left. Departing runway 05 left. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information Tango.
Okay, so looks like the
Manchester
ATC
Airport information Tango. 1
have
for
both
36
going.
Zulu. Wind 095 at 8. Visibility 10 miles or more.
Looks like we missed a plane landing.
Blue Max 5 Foxtrot Yankee, ramp 52, request pushback and engine start. Blue Max 5 Foxtrot Yankee, Manchester ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest. Pushback approved, face south.
I'm listening to tower runway right. Just to see if we get anything coming in.
Manchester Tower, Easy 95 Mike Hotel, ILS runway 05 right. Easy 95 Mike Hotel, Manchester Tower, wind 095 at 8, runway 05 right, cleared to land. Runway 05 right, cleared to land, Easy 95 Mike Hotel.
Alright. We'll have a look, shall we? I do not see it. There is another another program that comes with Beyond ATC, which I haven't got up and running, but it's like the Beyond ATC traffic map, which I currently don't have running. know what render distances I've set. Sorry if this is a bit boring than my usual streams, but I just, you know, I have no idea how this stuff works really, and I just thought it'd be nice to watch an idiot trying to figure it out in real time for you guys. We've got looking at the map, there is an aircraft moving down towards runway 5 left to take off. Over here. I hear it. There we go, it is coming in to land. Geez, can't see it very well. Did it land or crash?
Easy 95 Mike Hotel, exit left at Victor Delta. Exit left at Victor Delta, Easy 95 Mike Hotel. Easy 95 Mike Hotel.
Getting away from me. Just take it off. Well, it used the whole runway.
Max 5 Foxtrot Yankee, contact Scottish Control 128.055.
Contact Scottish Control 128.055 Blue Max 5 Foxtrot Yankee.
All aircraft be advised information uniform now current, QNH102 tree.
I don't know why we've got traffic running across the road here. Morning, Mike. I don't know how busy this airport is normally. I always imagined it to be a little bit busier than this. Did you see my Discord, Mike?
Manchester Tower, A-Line 78 Bravo. ILS runway 05 right.
A-Line 78 Bravo, Manchester Tower, continue.
Wilco, A-Line 78 Bravo.
All the years I've lived here, I've never seen a helicopter land on that park before. The way it sounds when it lands, it sounds like it's crashed.
Tom Jet 3 Foxtrot Charlie, exit left at Victor Delta.
Exit left at Victor Delta. Tom Jet 3 Foxtrot Charlie.
As far as I'm aware, there is no tunnel that runs under.
A-Line 78 Bravo.
So I have no idea why these cars are here.
Runway 05 right cleared to land. A-Line 78 Bravo.
Oh man, I just left there. Yeah, if I went to one of the bigger ones, it'd probably be busy as hell, but I thought I'd try my local one. I'm not sure, I think you need to have a flight plan loaded into SimBrief for this to work, which is a bit of a pain if that's the case. It would be nice just to have the traffic injector without having to actually file a flight plan in SimBrief.
ILS runway 05 right.
I don't know if that's the way it works. I haven't really tried. I just happen to have a
Easy 25 Golf Zulu.
a flight plan on SimBrief.
Continue.
Wilco, Easy
There we
25
go.
Golf Zulu.
Here comes our little plane now. A prop.
A-Line 78 Bravo, exit left at Victor Delta.
Exit left at Victor Delta. A-Line 78 Bravo.
Try doing that, that bloody makes you.
Speedbird 3 Lima, ready for departure. Runway 23 left.
Speedbird 3 Lima, hold short of 23 left, arriving traffic.
23 left.
Affirm. Hold short of 23 left for traffic. Speedbird 3 Lima.
What are they doing? They switched directions on the runways.
Easy 25 Golf Zulu, wind variable, runway 05 right cleared to land.
Oh, that's still coming in 5 right.
Runway 05 right cleared to land. Easy 25 Golf Zulu.
And this plane down here is looking to take off. Speedbird British Airways, so they must be transitioning to the opposite direction. Still with one plane inbound. Should have a listen to ATC.
Speedbird 3 Lima, runway 23 left, line up and wait.
Runway 23 left. Line up and wait. Speedbird 3 Lima.
Easy 25 Golf Zulu, exit left at Victor Delta.
Exit left at Victor Delta. Easy 25 Golf Zulu.
Yeah, if I use it as an air traffic controller,
Speedbird 3 Lima, Manchester Tower, wind variable.
I will have to, you know, I'm sort of preparing myself for
Runway 23 left. Cleared for takeoff.
when I start my world tour again. So this is one of the things I've been working towards, getting traffic injected and all that sort of thing.
New pieces to that. Why's the board out?
What?
Why's the board out?
Your mum? Nothing to do with me. But I've still just got to get over that hurdle of talking out loud.
You do it every day.
Mike says hello, Charlie.
Speedbird 3 Lima, contact Scottish Control 13 for decimal for tree.
Contact Scottish Control 134.43 Speedbird 3 Lima.
Let's just switch the ATC and just have a listen if that's changed now, if they have changed directions.
It's the way she does too, but she wants to do that. And then it decided she did it for you today. What?
Left, 23 right. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester.
Went straight to
Advise on initial contact you have information uniform.
But I said that it was probably okay.
Manchester Airport information uniform. 15050 Zulu. Wind variable. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -02. QNH 1023. VFR conditions. Landing runway 23 right. Departing runways 23 left, 23 right. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Manchester Airport information uniform. 1505 Zulu. Wind variable. Pre-flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Manchester Airport information uniform. 1505 Zulu. Wind variable. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -02. QNH 102 VFR conditions. Landing runway 23 right. Departing runways 23 left, 23 right. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information uniform. Manchester Airport information uniform. 1505 Zulu. Wind variable. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -02. QNH 102 VFR conditions. Landing runway 23 right. Departing runways 23 left, 23 right. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester.
Save £70 on the VAX Spot Wash Home Pet Design.
Oh, I've been talking that entire freaking time while muted. Are you kidding me? I just gone through a whole long spiel of speech. And I was muted the entire time. I am such a professional.
You know what you're talking about, really.
It's your fault.
The ambulance helper.
Hey?
Oh, what you're talking about the ambulance helper.
Yeah, everything I said, they didn't hear any of it. It's yours and Charlie's fault, talking in the background, caused me to mute the microphone. Oh, man. That is ridiculous. So like I said, these photos quickly were taken outside my front door around 11 o'clock this morning when this helicopter was hovering right over my house, which then landed in my local park over here, as you can see it coming down there. Just a quick recap. Went over there with my camera and my drone. I asked the pilot if I could take drone footage of it while it was on the ground. He said I could, but I forgot to press record, stupidly enough. I did use my drone to take a photo of
Scottish
it
Control, Greenstone 15
from my house, so I flew up directly above my house and we saw it on the park over here. I've just gone through all of this in detail and I feel stupid. And then
Quebec, Scottish Control, identified, climb to flight level 100.
this is a recreation.
Climb to flight level 100, Greenstone 15 Mike, Quebec.
This, basically, I've tried to recreate it the best I could. It's not easy. But in-game, obviously, real life. And this is footage I haven't actually put, but this is me taken off from my drive. Of course, my neighbour saw me when I was over at the helicopter doing the drone footage and came over to me and goes, I think his is bigger than yours. Oh,
Who was that?
Claire's other half.
Martin,
yeah. He goes, I think his is bigger than yours. Oh, yeah. Look at the crowd of people that all went to see it. Thought it might have landed in the middle of there.
Okay.
Neighbour's house is for sale. So that's about 60 metres in the air. It was really strong winds though. I got a strong wind warning, so I basically had to bring it back into land. I couldn't leave it up. That's on times 2. Yeah, keep doing it. The amount of neighbours I've had since I've lived here. Not every day a helicopter lands virtually next door. Remind me of a few years ago. I'll just go back. If it's got it on. No, I haven't got the right angle. What if I go to the end? Which way did it turn? Hey, all these are new houses and they've all got solar panels on them. Yeah, we got the Osprey. We get them coming over from Barton Airfield on the way to some American military base further south of us, I think. South? Would it be south or north if they're coming from Barton down? I'm not sure. But I only bought this drone just a week and a half ago, nearly 2 weeks ago, so good timing. The return to home function wasn't working because of the strong wind, so I've had to do all this manually. I stopped it, that was it. But yeah, so that was an exciting day. Yeah, they're in Armour 3. That's where I first saw them, playing Armour 3, and then I've heard them go overhead over here, the Osprey. Right. So shall we go and have a tour of the airport and see what planes we've got in at the gates? A lot of EasyJet. That's my little Cessna there. Aer Lingus, I think that is. Ryanair over here. Ryanair. British Airways. Oh, we've got British Airways and Ryanair. That's a bit of a glitch. Got two planes parked on top of each other. I wonder if that's not supposed to happen. And TUI, EasyJet. Whatever this is. Air Portugal. Singapore Airlines, there we go. I've been to Singapore, but I haven't flown on Singapore Airlines. I flew Qantas when I went to Singapore. Now I wonder if there is an actual... if there's an actual video footage of Manchester Airport webcam or something like that at the moment. Oh, I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. This video is unavailable. Why? Look, Manchester.
All aircraft be advised information Victor current QNH 1023.
Well, according to flight radar,
Greenstone 15 Mike Quebec. Contact London Control 118.775.
if this is up to date, but according to flight radar, there's an EasyJet 598F.
Contact London Control 118.775. Greenstone 15 Mike Quebec.
Parking at the runway as we speak. But obviously there's nothing here. So I don't know if this is meant to be real time. I mean, there could be a delay, I suppose, but... Reload. Let's see. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be a plane on the 5 left runway at the moment. EasyJet 59. EasyJet 59AF. 59AF. Looks like they've switched back to the
runway 05 left. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor. Manchester Airport information Victor. 1535 Zulu. Wind 095 at 6. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 11. Dew point -02. QNH 1023. VFR conditions. Landing runways 05 right, 05 left. Departing runway 05 left. Transition level 050. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Manchester. Advise on initial contact you have information Victor.
Alright, so they have resorted back to 5 left. But I'm guessing then that this isn't real live traffic. Because according to real live traffic, we just did have a plane take off from runway 5 left. And I'll have a quick look, see if it's on the map. At the gates, it's listed. So there's another plane taken off according to flight radar, AFR 672V, which is Air France, and I didn't see an Air France plane at this airport in here, so I guess it's, I thought it was supposed to be, but I guess I'm wrong, unless this is wrong. Might have to look into that further. If there's a way to inject real life traffic. Sorry, my dog keeps going nuts at this time of day. I apologise. According to flight radar, there's not a lot happening at this airport anyway. Apparently 58 countries are served out of this airport. Busiest route Manchester to Dublin. I've been on that myself actually. According to flight radar, there is a flight moving towards 5 left for takeoff. But nothing happening on here. That's a shame. Well, there should be a plane right there now, but there isn't. Hey, Mr. Itchy. All right, mate. Just having a look at the flight injection system with Beyond ATC, seeing what it's like. Checking it out. Maybe it's Wonder Woman, the invisible jet. The invisible easy jet. Sounds about right. Let's have a quick look. Beyond ATC traffic injection system uses real-world data from Flight Radar 24, but it's not strictly live traffic. It's based on recent historical data, not real positions to inject traffic into the simulator. Beyond ATC draws data from Flight Radar 24, a service that tracks real-world aircraft flights. The injected traffic is based on recent historic, not real-time, meaning it is not direct of what's happening in the sky at the exact moment. While the data is real-world, it's not live in the sense that it's not reflecting your current positions at that instance. The use of historical data allows Beyond ATC to handle a large amount of traffic with fewer issues and predictable behaviours, as the flight plan is already known. Beyond ATC integrates the injected traffic into its AI-powered AT system, which means the AI aircraft will interact with the ATC and follow blah blah blah. FSTL, for example, injects live traffic data that Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC can take control over. So if I was to not use Beyond ATC and switch to the FSTL injector, because I'm using the FSTL models but not the injector. Right, so it's not live, it's just historical. But when they say historical, by how much historical is it then? Like, I don't think I've actually installed the injector software for the other one. Alright, we've got a plane moving over here. What plane is that? And we'll see if we can match it up against. That is A-Line 79B. Which Okay. This particular airline, yep, Oregon Air Services G0RAI, there we go. Bit of a glitch there. Right. Tuesday, 18th of March, took off from Manchester Airport at 3 p.m, so an hour ago. So that plane took off an hour ago on its way to Guernsey. So there you go. So it's about an hour behind. I think it's just crashed. Nope. So yeah.
Scottish Control, A-Line 79 Bravo, 1,300 feet.
A-Line 79 Bravo, Scottish Control, identified. Climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, A-Line 79 Bravo.
GE7 TK. GE7 TK. Oh, ZTK. Nothing? No? G E Z EasyJet. Nothing about it leaving Manchester though. So
Scottish Control, Alpine 31 Juliet Tango, code D, 900 feet. Alpine 3 Tango, Scottish Control, identified. Climb to flight level 150.
Why is it on Scottish control?
Climb to flight level 150, Alpine 31 Juliet Tango.
I'm just trying to establish if there is a what the time delay is.
Scottish Control, Ryanair 1 Delta Hotel, 900 feet.
Why have I got Scottish Control? I thought it's supposed to be on
Ryanair 1 Delta Hotel, Scottish Control, good day, identified.
arrivals.
Climb to flight level 170.
I'm supposed to be on departures at Manchester
Climb to
Airport.
flight level 170, Ryanair 1 Delta Hotel.
Now, for some reason, it switched over to Scottish Control. So this is an Aer Lingus flight.
Aircraft be advised, information whiskey now current. UNH1022.
Aer Lingus. I don't even see an Aer Lingus recently departing from.
Green Flight 988 Heavy. Contact Scottish Control 128.055.
Contact Scottish Control 128.055. Green Flight 988 Heavy. Easy 61 Echo Quebec. Holding short. Runway 05 left.
Easy 61 Echo Quebec, Manchester Tower. Wind 115 at 6. Runway 05 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 5 left. Cleared for takeoff. Easy 61 Echo Quebec. Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie. Holding short, runway 05 left.
Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie, runway 05 left. Line up and wait.
Runway 0 left. Line up and wait. Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie.
Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie, Manchester Tower. Wind 115 at 6. Runway 05 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Runway 05 left. Cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie.
Easy 61 Echo Quebec. Contact Scottish Control 128.055.
Contact Scottish Control 128.055. Easy 61 Echo Quebec.
Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie. Contact Scottish Control 128.055.
Contact Scottish Control 128.055. Ryanair 28 Alpha Charlie.
Just been reading up a bit more on Beyond ATC, and it doesn't use live traffic data at all, and it could be that the data that is actually being used is up to a week old. So this could have all happened a week ago, for all I know. Which is a shame, and apparently they have no intention whatsoever of actually implementing live traffic. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, I know it from this perspective, like from what we're doing here, it doesn't really make any difference, I guess. But sort of like in the back of your mind, you're sort of hoping that it is real time, and that what's happening at the airport is actually happening on screen in front of me as well, even slightly delayed. I'll have to look at the other injector. Apparently the models I'm using, the FSLTL models, it also comes with an injector which I'm not using, but that may be real time, so I may have to look into that. They said it's too expensive. I guess it's because they have to pay flight radar for the privilege or something like that. So I was trying to find where these previous flights had been taken off from by using flight radar's history, and that Ryanair recent flight that took off, I couldn't find that actually taking off from Manchester at all. London Stansted past flights, but I could only go back to the 9th of March, but that was like 10 days ago. But they were like, yeah, all London Stansted. It was like a what do you call them? It specifically flew between London Stansted and its destination, which, so it may not even be accurate flights. I'll try it again in a minute, but when we get another one. But I think on Thursday I might try the other flight injector, and we'll have a look at that and see how that works and compares it to real time. But it is a shame that Beyond ATC isn't real time. Just like the idea is, if I'm coming into Dublin Airport to land my plane, that the actual traffic I'm coming to land my plane with, if I'm using Beyond ATC, is the actual traffic that's in the air at that time or shortly before. So it's a great shame. Like I said, I guess in the grand scheme of things it makes zero difference, but it's just that nagging feeling in the back of your head that it's not real. It sort of breaks the immersion just slightly again. I'll be back in a moment.
EV32 Foxtrot Victor. Holding short. Runway 05 left.
EZ32 Foxtrot Victor, Manchester Tower, wind 115 at 6, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 05 left. Cleared for takeoff. EV32 Foxtrot Victor.
EZ32 Foxtrot Victor, contact Scottish Control 128.055.
Contact Scottish Control 128.055. EZ32 Foxtrot Victor.
Ryanair 9 Tango Echo, ready to go, runway 05 left. Ryanair 9 Tango Echo, Manchester Tower, wind 115 at 6, runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff. Runway 05 left, cleared for takeoff, Ryanair 9 Tango Echo. Ryanair 9 Tango Echo, contact Scottish Control 128.055. Contact Scottish Control 128.055, Ryanair 9 Tango Echo. All aircraft be advised information X-ray now current. QNH 1022.
Beyond ATC connected.
Gonna switch airports and have a look. I'm not doing Heathrow though, I'm going to do London City. Very windy.
Transition level 060. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot. London City Airport information Foxtrot. 1641 Zulu. Wind 085 at 15. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 08. Dew point -02. QNH 1022. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 09er. Transition level 060. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot. London City Airport information Foxtrot. 1641 Zulu. Wind 085 at 15. Visibility 10 miles or more. Temperature 08. Dew point -02. QNH 1022. VFR conditions. Landing and departing runway 09er. Transition level 060. Advise on initial contact you have information Foxtrot. London Control, Flyer 919, descending via Honolly 1 Charlie, flight level 180. Flyer 99 Bravo QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 09er with the odd 1J transition.
QNH 1022, expect the ILS runway 09er with the oral 1J transition. Flyer 99 Bravo.
Lux Air for 603, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descent to 3,000 feet, Lux Air 4603.
Flyer 919, London Control, identified.
London Control, Speedbird 89 Echo Golf, descending via Logan 2 Hotel, 4,800 feet.
Speedbird Speedbird 89 Echo Golf, London Control, radar contact. Speedbird 89 Echo Golf QNH1021, expect the ILS runway 09 left with the Lambourne transition.
QNH1021, expect the ILS runway 09 left with the Lambourne transition. Speedbird 89 Echo Golf. London Control, Ryanair 1 Uniform November, descending via Teltu 1 Lima, flight level 124.
Speedbird 89 Echo Golf, 2 miles from IAA 10, turn left, heading 145, maintain 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 09 left.
Turn left, heading 145, 3,000 feet until established, cleared ILS runway 09 left, Speedbird 89 Echo Golf.
Flyer 99 Bravo, cleared direct Jacko, cross Jacko at...
I actually thought this would be a busy airport. I guess I was wrong. London City. Oh well. I think I'm going to leave it there, Mike. I was hoping for a busy airport, but I think on Thursday we'll have a look at the other injector and we'll see how that works. Obviously, don't use Beyond ATC for the air traffic control. I think it actually uses Microsoft 2024 air traffic control. So I'll have a look at that on Thursday. But thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everyone, welcome to Old Man Gaming. Remember, if you enjoyed today's stream, please hit that like button and consider subscribing.